was talking about, to have an increased program through NASA to understand the greenhouse effects on other planets. This might be a very practical application of planetary exploration. As you've heard, the best estimates, they certainly have some uncertainty attached to them, are that at the present rate of burning of fossil fuels, the present rate of increase of minor infrared absorbing gases in the Earth's atmosphere, that there will be a several centigrade degree temperature increase on the Earth, global average, by the middle to the end of the next century, and that has a variety of consequences, including redistribution of local climates and through the melting of glaciers, an increase in global sea level. There is concern on a somewhat longer time scale about the collapse of the West Antarctic ice sheet and a general rise of many, many meters in sea level. So we have a kind of handwriting on the wall. Certainly there's more research to be done, but as I say, there is a consensus. What can be done about it? The idea that we should immediately stop burning fossil fuel has such severe economic consequences that no one, of course, will take it seriously. But there are many other things that can be done. One has to do with subsidies for fossil fuels. More efficient use could be encouraged by fewer government subsidies. Secondly, there are alternative energy sources, some of which are useful, at least locally. Solar power is certainly one that might be of more general use. Safe fission power plants, which are in principle possible. And then on a longer time scale, the prospect of fusion power. Fission and fusion power plants, in principle, vent no infrared active gases, and therefore, whatever other problems they may provide, they do not provide a greenhouse problem. I'd like to close by just saying a few words on the kind of perspective that this problem, as related problems, pose to us. Here is a problem which transcends our particular generation. It is an intergenerational problem. If we don't do the right thing now, there are very serious problems that our children and grandchildren will have to face. It is also a global problem. It is no good if just one or two major industrial nations take major steps to prevent a major increase still further in CO2 and other greenhouse gases, because other nations may, through their industrial development, cause the problem by themselves. And not to say that this is inevitable, but just to give an example. The largest coal reserves on the planet are the United States, the Soviet Union, and China. China is undergoing a very major industrial development. And the burning of coal is certainly something that must be very attractive for the Chinese looking into the future. I would say that there is no way to solve this problem, even if the United States and the Soviet Union were to come to a perfectly good accord on this issue without involving China and many other nations that will be developing rapidly in the time period we're talking about. So here is a sense in which the nations, to deal with this problem, have to make a change from their traditional concern about themselves and not about the planet and the species, a change from the traditional short-term objectives to longer-term objectives. And we have to bear in mind that in problems like this, the initial stages of global temperature increase, one region of the planet might benefit while another region of the planet suffers. And there has to be a kind of trading off of benefits and suffering. And that requires a degree of international amity which certainly doesn't exist today. I think that what is essential for this problem is a global consciousness, a view that transcends our exclusive identifications with the generational and political groupings into which by accident we have been born. The solution to these problems requires a perspective that embraces the planet and the future, because we are all in this greenhouse together. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, thank you very much. Just a
Good morning. Sorry, very loud there. Good morning. Do you think Tom Nook knows that that guy's standing behind him there? Morning, Tiberius Riley, Sean Noonan, Hex Adventure, hello. Still constantly disconnecting and reconnecting to the chat room. I don't know how to fix that yet. I don't have any comments in my chat window, Amicus Riley, for you. That's the first comment that I see. It's probably to do with the fact that I think I'm missing comments because my chat connection is messed up. Right. Right then. Oh no, I can't show you. Oh, the AI's getting rid of it. The AI's trying to call me a liar. That's weird. That's weird. Amicus Riley's in cahoots with the AI. Now for today's news. Criminal investigations into Tom Nook's past are ongoing. And we gained a new neighbour called Peanut. Look at that, they've spelled neighbour wrong. Boop boop doop doop doo doo. No, I think he's tapping his, like, one of his chins, is what he's doing. Looks a bit grey on the island. There's not enough space to hang it on the wall, there's nothing on the wall. What a beautiful home I have. I wash myself with a rag on a stick. Simpsons, isn't it? That's for the Simpsons. What? Okay, I wish I'd known that. I wish I'd known that. I know that it'll make that much difference. Pumpkins? When I first started talking to this guy, I had a lot of enthusiasm for buying all the things that he's selling. Then I realised how long it takes to buy the things that he's selling, so I'm just going to walk away. On a rabbit snap. The hat was a gift for that Gulliver, the one that crashes on the beach all the time. All I'm doing is general island admin already. I'm not really... I suppose I need some paths. Paths and decorations and more residents is what I need, I suppose. So putting fences down makes a difference to the island rating. I don't generally use fences for anything. A dead fish on a bit of wood. That's what that recipe is. It's not actually the first time that I've heard that, Space Jaws, that dinosaurs are fake, so you know what they say, no smoke without fire. Whatever that means. Good morning, Stewpot. That's a big fish. You're joking. Ah, fucked it. It did look a wee bit eely under console pod. Well, thanks for the follow, by the way, under console pod. I didn't see it there, sorry. Don't really know what to do with my fences then. What do I do with fences? Maybe we're in the museum? I just don't get to see the... I just don't see the point in restricting movement on the island. That's what it feels like when you start putting fences and put boundaries and stuff, then it restricts your freedom. And as you all know, the reason why I own so many firearms is because I respect mine, I value mine freedom. It's amazing that Americans, that there's Americans that think that it's they think it's logical that because they believe that they live in the land of the free, that they need to own firearms. But the reason why they need to own firearms is because they're so fucking scared of everything, scared of the world. that they need firearms to protect themselves from all the boogeymen in the world. But they're free. In their minds, they're free. This is what freedom is like. Boom, boom. Back of the cliffs. That's a good idea, actually, because I don't go that way. I mean, I kind of do use that wee valley. It's. I played it once, Sean, and then I kind of quit in a bad mood. I'll have a look at it again shortly, because I don't think I've got that much to do on the island at the moment. I also kind of see where I'm putting the fence when I'm putting it round the back. I can't get round there, can I? Nah. So what does it look like if I try and put it... Oh no, maybe I can see. Build fence. That was a bad start. A lot of people think Animal Crossing's a kids game. Well, let me tell you right now, kids do not have the fucking patience for this bullshit. Whoop whoop. I was the same under console pod. First time I played it was in 2020 when it first came out. Was that the first Animal Crossing game you played though? I've played a few. See, this is fucking annoying me. It's annoying me. Get that fucking tree to fuck. Sorry for swearing. Jesus. You should really just be able to get to a top-down view. God, this is tedious. Oh, for fuck's sake. Morning, Pop. Sorry, wasn't keeping up with the comments there. Morning. I think GameCube was the first Animal Crossing game that I played as well. The one I played the most was probably on the DS. I only just recently got rid of that save. The cartridge, the DS cartridge, that still had my original save on it. For some reason I'm not as caught up about losing that save file as I was about losing the more recent one. I think I only got like under a tenner as well for that Animal Crossing DS game. Was barely even worth getting rid of. Is that enough fence? Is there a certain amount of fence that I need to put down, or is that enough fence? So pointless. Well, you can never go back, Sean, no. You can't go back. You can never go back. Life has changed. See, now I can't run round that tree because that fence is in the way. Or that one. Boom, boom. Boo, ba-doo, boom. I think it definitely does help with Animal Crossing games if you've got a lot of time to invest. The DS version was super handy though because it was handheld. So I remember I did carry it around with me for ages. Which of course you can also do with the Switch version. to I don't even know how to build more bridges or paths. Can I even do that yet? I don't think I can. You need to be able to do the islands construction stuff, don't you? KK Slider's being investigated for behaviour in his past. That's why he runs around all these deserted islands, because he's running for the past. KK Slider. These showbiz types are all the same. Jesus Christ, you can't even make a path. Why would you not be able to make a path until a musician turns up? Sense does that make? That's not a fishing pole. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Rod's due to Brexon. There you go. Flimsy fishing rod. I can't mind what fish I've gave to Blathers. I was meant to be doing a podcast with Jerry this morning, but a bit of miscommunication meant that we didn't actually have enough time as I thought we were going to have to do it, so we've rescheduled. Right, I don't really know what to do now. I'm lost again. I'll go and talk to that gangster that runs the island. Oh. He's persisting with this bloody workshop. Boring rubbish. Right, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot, Tom. I forgot. Wardrobe. They leave this out of the adverts. How exciting and fulfilling it is to play Animal Crossing. Making fucking wardrobes for this prick. Sorry for swearing. Come on, bag of knives. Hello. I think I've got enough wood. I did have a feeling that was rubbish. Be-doo. Is it no closer to Bloodborne than Dark Souls Bag of Knives? I've seen it. I have seen it, and I've had a look at Liza P, but don't know if I'll play it. I thought it looked more like Bloodborne. I thought that was what they were going for, and Bloodborne's a lot more. Was it on Game Pass? Bloodborne's a lot more attack focused than Dark Souls. What was I doing? Shop. I'm going to the shop. Actually, I won't sell that. Just realised the museum's got an owl on the front there, so Blather's put an owl on the front of the museum and all he does is just fucking sleep all day. While I'm running about collecting all his exhibitions for him. In fact, see to buy the artwork. Talking about how Tom Nook's doing me a turn because there's no interest on my mortgage repayments. When I donate the artwork to Blathers, that actually costs me my own money to buy the artwork to donate at the museum, and I get nothing in return. I can walk round the exhibition in the museum that he's taking full credit for. I'm not sure about some of the messages that this game is giving to people. They should name the museum after me. Know that I'm ever going to fill it, obviously. Say again, what? Sorry, what? Oh, I stepped to the workbench, sorry. I never... Figuring out what you can customise can be a lot of fun, says Tom Nook, who's never customised anything in his fucking life because he just gets other people to do it for him. Has it ever happened? Do you watch a lot of streams on Twitch? Sorry, I'm just having a big yawn. Do you watch a lot of streams on Twitch? Has it ever happened where somebody's been playing Animal Crossing on Twitch and out of shot a giant Tom Nook comes into stream? Has that ever happened? Has Tom Nook ever visited somebody's stream on Twitch? Take a break, he says. I make money on my savings here. I think I did make something actually. That's a Tom Nook there. The bear with the shirt on. MIP is Tom Nook. Where's the old video I used to use? Bear with me. I did mute my mic, sorry. Thanks for the follow, Kitty Plays. Welcome to the stream. This is what the stream is like. It's me just looking at my own YouTube channel while yous are all waiting to be entertained. Enjoy. I definitely did make a video about Animal Crossing, didn't I? And I put it on YouTube. Yous have seen it. Yous have seen it as well. I'm not just imagining it, but I can't find it. Where is it? Mind the one where I was talking about Tom Nook and I was talking about the updates in Animal Crossing. I definitely made an Animal Crossing video, but I can't see it. I can't see it. That's strange. Uh. Did I delete it or something? That's gonna bug me, that. That's gonna bug me. I found it. Oh, it's on the Consulvania channel. I thought it was on my own channel, but it isn't. It's on. For some reason, I put them on the Consulvania channels. Would you mind if I put a video on just briefly, and I'll go and make a cup of tea because I'm feeling a bit lethargic? You don't get to answer. I mean, you can mash your grubby paws into the keyboard, but I'm just going to ignore what you say. Space Shuttle says mash mash. Oh, Hex Adventure, were you finding the videos for me? Well, I wasn't looking at the chat, sorry. There's 3, he says. Fucking, I've never done cocaine, but I wish I could afford to try it. That's a queue for one it used to send me £100 so I can go and try cocaine. Right, I'm going to be back, and this video is 4 minutes long, so I'll be back before the end of that. Hopefully. Is El Gato? Oh, there it's there. Hey guys, welcome to the Pennsylvania Animal Crossing stream. It's a great time every morning in the Animal Crossing stream. Let's meet my villagers. A lot of my neighbours like to run about the town square with their eyes shut. I don't know, they're after nuts. Oh look, it's Sprinkle. Sprinkle was the third person to join my village. She's just nice, she's always in a good mood, she's always giving me presents. That's Midge. She's some kind of bird. Another new addition to the village is Yuka. Yuka's a koala. She was the first person in the village today to start doing Tai Chi and yoga. And interestingly, a lot of the other neighbours have started doing it as well because of Yuka. Gail's an alligator, I think. Ah, she'll be an alligator. Anyway, Gail's pink, everything's pink. She's alright. She's got a love heart on her face. This is Rocket. Rocket's a gorilla. We don't talk that often. I mean, aside from light and colourful stuff, I don't really know anything about Rocket. This is the Able Sisters shop. It's a clay shop. They make clays and they sell it to you. But they follow you about the shop like you're a shoplifter. I helped build this shop. I helped build every building in this village and I'm still treated like a common thief when I come in here. This is Drake. He's a duck. Well, he's a drake. I like Drake. I like him a lot. But he does keep getting fleas. And he's always talking about the bugs in his floor. I mean, he's always talking about the bugs in his floor. The bugs in his floor talk to him and tell him messages. I think he might be a bit of a psycho, to be honest. But he's sound. He's my second favourite. Far and away, my least favourite, Leopold. And he's sick right now. He's wearing his pyjamas. He's been sick for a couple of days. I'm still holding out hope that he's going to die. I'm no healing him. If him and his cronies hadn't cut back the NHS so much, then they wouldn't need my fucking help. Ham it up as much as you want, you'll get no fucking sympathy for me, you Tory scumbag. So that's Leopold. Fuck him. I'm not even speaking to him. I'm not even showing you his name because I don't interact with this guy. He's scum. He's just scum. The first two residents to move into my village were Bam and Rocket. Bam's a deer like Bambi, and Bam's my best pal. Muscles don't care what the weather's like, he's right. Number one pal, Bam. Team! Croc is the best hoose. He's always in a wee bit of a mood, but I got on alright with him. But he's got good style, quite a serious guy. Raymond's like an office manager. His eyes are two different colours, like David Bowie. He's an interesting character. I can't tell what he's reading, but it'll probably be something quite complicated. Anyway, I like him, he's interesting. He's an interesting guy, even if he is a wee bit too serious sometimes. Curious to know what he's going to do next. This is Isabel. She's a alcoholic. Every morning Isabel will greet you in the game with a glass of Jack Daniels and Coke with ice, and when she moves too quickly, moves her head too quickly, it sounds as if there's ice cubes sloshing about inside there. I think she's been in all of the Animal Crossings, but these days she's on the rocks with the addiction that she's got. But maybe understandable that she's alky because she works for this fucking arsehole. Tom Nook owns everything on the island. Basically he's like Tony Soprano. If you want an incline built, you pay him. You want an incline demolished, you pay him. You want to move a house, you pay him. Anything that happens on this island, he gets paid. He's a dangerous, dangerous guy. He wouldn't hesitate to put you in the ground. Imagine you were peering up out of a freshly dug grave that you've just been thrown into by Timmy and Tommy Nook, and that face comes out the top. You know you fucked up. It's less of an island and more of a smiland. Did you see the way that one just floated through the scenery there? Quite expertly timed there. Animal Crossing costume from Video Guiding. I don't even remember what it was. I don't have any costumes anymore anyway. There's a guy called Ross. I don't know if any of you know Ross, who goes online by the name 87th. he ended up with most of the costumes and stuff for Consolvania, but I don't even know if he's still a Consolvania fan, to be honest. So I don't know if he has any of that stuff anymore. You need to ask him. But I don't really have anything. I didn't hold on to anything because I've moved house so many times. He might be opening a museum. Quite sad to say that no long ago, when I was moving out of my flat actually in Dumbarton to move back into Glasgow, I did still have some of the two bosses boxes, like the original boxes for the two bosses sketches that had the original writing on it for like nearly 20 years ago. But I stuck them in the bin. Because every now and again, I do this with online content. I don't know why, but I do this with online content and stuff for the past as well, that I just end up, usually knowing the best of moods, I'll usually end up just going, get this, just fucking get rid of this. Like, I delete all my stuff off the internet, and then I, like, bin all the stuff that have memories attached to them. Like, just get it in the fucking, get rid of it. Don't need it anymore. I do that with people as well, mind you. That's something I do with friends. Any friends that I've got left have had to walk the gauntlet of me going, I'm just getting rid of you. I've had enough of you. You're in the bin. I don't need you anymore. It was comic boxes. Mid-level sub-boss was wearing. No, it wasn't a comic, that wasn't the purpose, but what it was old Haribo. I don't know, you really probably don't care about this, but it was old, remember Haribo? The sweet Haribo? They made boxes like that size, but coincidentally they were the perfect size to store comics in. So when we were younger, when we were collecting comics, we used to, they were only about that wide though, they were only like maybe a third, or maybe a half of the length of like a like proper comic box that you would buy to store comics in. But it was Haribo boxes is what they were wearing. And the early sketches that we did in Consolvania, I'd literally take the comics out of the Haribo boxes and would unfold them all and then wear them like inside out so you couldn't see the Haribo branding. And then when we were done, we'd take them off again and I'd fold them back up again and put my comics back into them. I have got a lot of Daredevils. Well remembered, Amicus Riley. Right, I think what I'm experiencing here in Animal Crossing is boredom. So he's not giving me any more advice. That's that, he's out of the advice game. Live your best life. Fuck you. That's my best life. Telling you, you're a raccoon, to fuck off. Is he a raccoon? Railway Empire 2 sounds exactly like something I would like. Boop boop. I can't think anything today. went to catch that bug and it just literally just disappeared. Just glitched out of existence. I can't think of anything to do. Ryan can't play hard games though. I don't have any defence against that criticism, I think it's true. I mean, I've completed Dark Souls games, but Dark Souls... I was going to say Dark Souls games aren't really that hard, but I suppose that isn't true. But they really don't feel that hard when you know what you're doing, when you know... I mean, Dark Souls, that's an excellent point, Amicus Riley. How can the argument be made any more that Dark Souls is a difficult game if Richie Morgan has finished it? No, just any Richie. Richie Morgan. I don't have Game Pass, X-Adventure. I didn't renew my Game Pass. So if I'm going to get Game Pass again, I'm going to have to do that thing. Do you use all the... I think it took him 1 year, Bag of Knives. Or maybe just over a year. But I think he was only playing it on the stream, wasn't he? So he only played it when streaming. How do you buy your Game Pass? Are you just getting the monthly subscription? Because the last time I got Game Pass, I did that thing where I bought a block. There's different ways of getting around getting it cheaper, isn't there? So the last time I actually think I bought 3 years the last time I did it. Which would be about right, actually, because I think it was around about lockdown time is when I was sorting it out. So it was about 3 years ago that I've just bought a big block. But I'm not giving them fucking £10 or £11 a month. They can fuck off. I can't really afford to get Game Pass because I'm getting some consideration to buying Nintendo at the moment. I need to talk to Rab and see how much money the Consolvania Patreon's making, but I think it might be a good move for us if we buy Nintendo. We've all been there, Defrost talking about the Richie Morgan's 24-hour stream being painful. Is that what you're talking about? I think it is. Knocking at the door of Sen's Fortress for about 5 hours. We've all been there. I've definitely been there. Sen's Fortress was fucking terrifying the first time I was in there. I was like... everything's so enclosed. So many ledges to fall off and be pushed off of. I've already talked to you. Okay, I'm kind of warming to Punchy actually. I wasn't too sure that Punchy had much of a personality, but no, I'm starting to warm to he or she or it. I think Four Kings is one of the ones that I beat first time as well, Defrost. It's weird. Dark Souls is weird like that. People have difficulties with different bosses. Like the Capra Demon, famously. I always remind people that the first time I fought the Capra Demon, I just twatted him. Somehow I managed to just back him up. I had the Black Knight sword by that time and I just managed to back him up and I just smashed him. Since then, I've had tons and tons of trouble with the Capra Demon. I'll need to have a look at the forum to see how to get back onto Game Pass. I really didn't feel as if I was getting the most out of it though, because but I'm back streaming now, I suppose, so that gets me some extra gaming time if I'm streaming. I've just realised that Kitty Plays, the person that followed the channel there, is Kitty Plays Animal Crossing New Horizon. I just figured that out. I've forgotten the name of the boss. There's a boss in Dark Souls 3 DLC. I think she's got 3 stages. And that's the worst Dark Souls boss for me. Of all the Dark Souls games, that was the worst boss. Fried, that's her name, Sister Fried. I did that fight multiple times with other players. I did it with 2 other players. Was it 2? I think it was 2 other players, 2 other human players, and an NPC companion. And she fucking wiped a flare with Oyas. I was the last one standing. I think in her final stage, it was me, and she just kept coming and like she just didn't stop attacking. There didn't seem to be anything I could do. She just relentlessly just kept attacking me until I couldn't defend myself anymore. But she was terrifying. I have completed the Hex Adventure. How do you use reactions again? I can't even remember. No, it's not that. Is it that? Is it that? Ah. Right, I can't think of anything else to do. Go and get another resident, maybe? Maybe I could do that. I'll go and do that. I'll go and get one more resident. One more islander. And then I think I might get annoyed at F099. I had a good shift yesterday. Actually, like one of the best shifts that I've had. I had at work yesterday. I'm doing relief work for a care company. I won't tell you what company it is. I might have already told you what company it is, and I shouldn't have done if I did tell you, but I'll not tell you anyway. But I'm doing like relief work for this care company. Support work, is that a better term then? Support? Basically, relief work just means that I'm not contracted to any amount of hours, so I just tell them my availability. or they tell me shifts that they need covered, and I tell them whether I'm available or not. Why did I start telling you that? Because I had a shift last night. I was doing a shift last night, and it was good. It all went like pretty much almost as smoothly as it could go. But I was with this boy. They say it's like a house full of kids that I'm got the kind of no the placement, the service, that's the word they use. The service that I've done the most shifts in now is in a place in Bridge of Weir. There's a house in Bridge of Weir. There's a few houses, but the house that I've been to is a house that's supposed to have 5 young people living in the house that all have quite severe autistic, whatever you call it. I sound experienced, don't I? They have a lot of autism, the kids. So the only really one of them is properly like verbally communicative. Most of them can't communicate verbally. But I was way, as I say, it's supposed to be a house full of kids, but because social services in general are so stretched, not just in Scotland, but definitely across the UK. I think less so in Scotland, but services are stretched anyway, everywhere. So four of the 5 kids that live in this house are now old enough that they shouldn't be in the house anymore. They should be moved on to adult services, but there's no spaces in adult services for them to go into yet, so they're still in this house. And one of the way the shifts work is you do 1-on-1 with one kid for like 3 to 3.5 hours, and then you switch to another kid and you do 1-on-1 with that kid for like the remaining 3.5 hours. And the boy I was with the second half of the shift is the one that most care staff are reluctant to be with, because he can be violent and he can be, people say that he can be unpredictable, but so far he hasn't seemed that unpredictable to me. But I had like a really, really good, easy time with him. Like, he invited me into his room and showed me stuff, and didn't like kick up, didn't have any problem when I had to like take his computer off him, because you need to they all have time slots for the devices and stuff. Sometimes it can be difficult to get the devices off them because they don't want to give you them. Just like normal people, if you try and take a phone, if you try and take Twitter off a normal person, they're going to kick up a stink. But it was absolutely fine, and there was no problem for the whole shift, and everything went really surprisingly smoothly, considering that he didn't know me that well. But there was one point where I was in his room. I can't mind what I was doing. I was maybe just tidying up or something, or maybe I was changing his shoes or something. And he starts whispering to himself, and he said it a few times, and I had to listen into what he was saying. And after I listened in, after he'd said it 2 or 3 times, I realised what he was saying. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because of Bag of Knives' Resident Evil comment for earlier. I realised that after a few times him repeating the thing that he was saying, "You will die soon." So I was like tying his shoelaces, and he's like a few feet from me, and everybody's scared of this boy, and he's whispering at me, "You will die soon." So I set the house on fire, and I'm not going back. I can't afford a Nook Miles ticket. Brilliant. How do I earn them? What's the easiest way to earn them? There's some. Oh, I've got enough. That was easy. Random UK name. I could have tried saying that. I could have. But that might have encouraged them. He watches, that particular young person that I'm talking about for last night, watches these YouTube videos. And it's really, really strange. I hadn't actually realised that I'm quite I'm quite conscious of using the wrong type of language when I'm talking about this type of work, because it's a lot, which is unusual for me, because usually I like to go right for saying the worst things possible, but when you've actually had a bit more exposure to these ways, you start to become a bit more careful about the things that you say, because you don't want to be offensive or hurtful in any way. But when you don't, until you've spent like one-on-one time with the kids, you don't realise how much has gone on under the hood, sort of, until you've like spent some time trying to communicate with them one-on-one. You don't realise how much has gone on. And I had no idea that this boy actually like has his own YouTube channel and cuts his own videos. Like he makes his own videos, but the videos he makes, they're bizarre, because the sound, like he likes like kind of shrill, almost like industrial kind of sounding sound effects, kind of staticky, glitchy sounding kind of sound effects. And it's for watching him, watching his YouTube videos and looking at the YouTube videos that he makes as well. There's so many videos on YouTube that just seem randomly generated. He was watching these videos that were like, I didn't even know what there was some animated TV series and I didn't recognise it, but that was just a picture, and the audio was like, it sounded as if it was clips for Toy Story, but there was also sound effects in it as well, and occasionally there's like logos, like brand logos, like things like anything like Pizza Hut or just recognisable images. So you've got an animated series with different audio with these different logos all appearing on it, and it seems to be almost randomly cut together. And there's fucking thousands of these thousands of these generated videos, and they all have like hundreds of thousands of views. It's weird. It's really weird. They look AI generated to me. The more confusing bit is the hundreds of thousands of views that they have. Who's watching them? I mean, this boy's watching them. I don't know if I could link you, Hex Adventure. I never took a note of the names of the videos. I'll have a look the next time I'm in. Right, I'm gonna go and get a resident, or potentially get a... I might as well just let somebody move into the island. Oh, it's quite hard to get rid of people though, isn't it, when you don't want them on your island? One thing I have noticed about everybody, like everybody in the all the residents of the house, all 5 of the young people that are in the house, I've noticed that they all share an enjoyment of, because they all have either tablets or laptops or switches. The lassie in the house has a switch, but they all share this enjoyment of, whatever they're listening to or watching, there'll be points in the things that they're listening and watching where there's like a transition. Like if it's a bit of music, it might be a key change, or just some kind of transition, and they enjoy that, and they'll go back and they'll listen to it and again. And I'm like, I recognise that because I do that. There's like bits in songs where I'm like, I want to hear that again. I want to hear that again. I was also having a conversation with another member of staff who doesn't work for the, because I'm directly employed by the company that runs the place that I'm working in. But a lot of the people that come in are agency staff. And one of the agency staff workers was talking to me about why she does agency and what the difference is between working for the company and working for the agency. And it's weird because agency staff workers, they get paid better, like their hourly rate is higher, but they also get mileage as well. But I feel like if I was to switch from working for the company to working for because the thing is, the agency workers are getting paid more, but also the agency will be taking a cut as well, so it must be costing the company a lot more money to hire an agency staff worker than it is to pay me. So that's a weird one. I'm not really looking for anything in particular, random UK name. This is my second island. I think you're new to the channel, aren't you? You were just commenting at this. Aye, I think you were. You were the first time chatter there, weren't you? Aye. I had another Animal Crossing island, but it didn't cloud save. I thought it cloud saved automatically, but it doesn't cloud save, so I don't have it anymore. So I'm starting a new island. I would quite like to get at least a couple of the residents from my old island back again. I'd quite like to get Bam and Drake back on the island. But I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can set your sights on getting a particular resident. I definitely wouldn't invite Leopold back on the island anyway. What would be the point? 'Cause I just need to get rid of him again. Dude. I might as well rinse this islander. This is what Animal Crossing teaches us. You can just take whatever the fuck you want for this planet. Just fucking help yourself. It'll all grow back. The planet bounces back, doesn't it? Just do what you fucking want. Kill it all, kill everything. It'll bounce back. Planet will bounce back. It might not be that bad, Katie. The island. My niece, my 10-year-old niece, is she 10? She might be 11. My niece barely looks at her island and she doesn't seem to get that many weeds. For some reason. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, eh? What the fuck are you doing, eh? Oh, mate. Mate. Defrost is saying buy the amiibo cards. Have you not been listening to this stream for the last few years, Defrost? Who are you speaking to here that you're telling me to buy that? I'm just telling you about minimum wage care work that I'm doing. You're telling me to buy amiibo cards. I'm not buying nothing. I haven't seen a campfire yet on this island. Is there no campfire on this island? I don't think there is. You'll definitely have cockroaches, random. But you can get rid of them in a few minutes. Right, well that was a waste of a ticket then, wasn't it? Because there's nobody on this island. Beep, 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 beep. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh. He's getting there. It's getting there. There we go. Nice. I think my wee guy should have maybe killed that eel before he put it in his pocket. Oh, push! Kinda need to get a bit of distance before getting your net out, don't you? Because you've not got time to turn round otherwise. Ah! Oh. Well, that felt like a waste of a ticket. You're joking, mate. Eat it. There we go. Video. Cheers for the follow, random UK name. Thank you. Need stuff to Blethers. Fuck, I was carrying a recipe. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, I think that's me done, innit? Oh, I need to sell some weeds to this lad. That chat room has disconnected like 10 times in the last couple of minutes. I have a few more pear trees, I think. One, dos, tres. So you get 480 for 6 peaches. But you get 2,400 for 6 pearls. exciting, isn't it, Amicus Riley? We're about to find it. An inadvisable place to boost. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. Ow! 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 Nah, I think this is it for me. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Dire. Absolutely dire. I can't even, I'll be honest, my brain can't even really keep up with the information that's been sent through my eyes and ears. It's too much for me to cope. I think I'm too old. Me playing this game is like trying to show a kitten a YouTube video on how to change, how to like safely and tidily reinstall grouting in a shower unit. Kitten's just not getting any comprehension of what it's looking at. Right, anyway, that's the end of that. Right, I'm gonna go. I finished. I didn't lose it. I didn't quit it. I finished the race. Wasn't expecting to finish the race. I thought I was gonna blow up. Right, I'm gonna go because I've been on for 2 hours, which is obscene. That's obscene. I'm going because that's obscene. Anybody want a wee raid? Anybody on? Anybody on that you want a raid for? Raid request? Boop, 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 boop. I'll look into the Game Pass today and see what the Muscle Girls 88. Did you just make that up, Defrost? Did you just make that up? Even when I'm no using, there is an account called Muscle Girls 88. What the fuck? What the fuck? Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, we can raid this channel. I think you should all watch this channel. So is this is this? I'm assuming this is Japanese. Ah, it's Japanese. You will probably have to remind me how to do a raid though, because I can't fucking remember. Is it that then, raid? I think it is. Raid space. No matches. What do you mean no matches? Yeah, it's working. Okay, enjoy Muscle Girls 88. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday? I don't think I'm doing it on Thursday, so I think I can stream again in the morning. Yeah, I'm clear tomorrow. Oh no, I'm clear tomorrow, so I can stream again in the morning. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. And as I say, exercise and meditate and enjoy Muscle Girls 88. Exercise, meditate, enjoy Muscles 88. I'll enjoy that as well when we go. Once you go. Right, take it easy. Thanks for watching the stream. Have a good day. Catch yous later.
That's what's up.